If there's one thing I'd request you to do, it would be to please ignore my hair. It's not cooperating today. Hey guys. So today I will be doing a sheet mask showdown. I will be comparing sheet masks from every major brand that makes them. And when I say every major brand, I mean every major brand that makes sheet masks, and they're all around the same price range. I will be putting each brand into one of 3 different categories that I've made according to their performance, the worst being the rock bottom, the medium being the passable, and the best category being the supreme. So let's get on with the video. Now before I begin the showdown, there are a few things that I would like to point out that you need to keep in mind when buying a sheet mask. It will just take a minute, so please hear me out, but in case you don't want to listen to this, I'll put a timestamp so you can skip ahead. Now, in case you did not know, sheet masks are thin fabrics that are cut into the shape of a face and soaked in serum. Its purpose is to give you hydration and glow. That being said, after you've used a sheet mask, you must make sure that you don't apply any kind of facial oil or face serum, because that can lead to overhydration, which can be as bad as dehydration. If you have combination to dry skin, you can use a moisturizer, but if you have oily skin, I'd say that you skip this entire step, because overhydration for your skin type can lead to acne. Another thing to note is that you shouldn't be buying sheet masks mindlessly. You need to buy them according to your skin needs. For example, if you have oily skin, you can do without shea butter or bamboo infused sheet masks. If you have dry skin, you need to avoid charcoal or tea tree based sheet masks. And if your skin is already clear and bright, you need to go for hydration based sheet masks instead of going for the lemon and vitamin C infused sheet masks. This is because if you're a lover of sheet masks and you tend to use one frequently and you always end up using the wrong kind every time, it'll probably be a waste because it won't do you any good. Now let's dissect the brands into 3 different categories. I made bar graphs for each category so you guys can get a better understanding. I went all out for you guys. By the way, every mask is between 100 to 150 rupees each, except this one, which I'll get into later. So the first category will be the rock bottom. This is the worst category, or at least the most disappointing one. The contenders are Lakme, Garnier, Kaya, and even Nykaa Skin Secrets, which I don't have a prof for because I used up the last one accidentally thinking I have more, but I didn't. But my review will be honest. So we all know that it's not easy to spot the improvements that a sheet mask brings to your skin after using it just once, but at least it feels refreshing afterward, right? With these ones, it did not feel refreshing at all. My skin felt sticky after I took the sheet mask off, and when I looked into the mirror, my face looked rather dull. And also this could just be my sensitive skin, but I felt a pulse under my face. It was a mild burning sensation, but I washed my face all over again just to be safe. I thought of looking up the ingredients in these drugstore sheet masks, not only because my skin did not agree with them, but also because as soon as you open up the packaging, before you even take the sheet mask out, you get hit in the nostrils with this strong stench of alcohol. So apparently these sheet masks contain a lot of the ingredients that one should avoid in skincare altogether, like urea and propylene glycol, etc., which when you're buying affordable makeup or skincare, it's hard to completely avoid all the ingredients that are harmful for your skin, because clean products automatically increase the price. But you can pass off 2-3 of these ingredients, but if it's more than 6 like you have in these masks, I have promoted Nykaa products a lot. I used to work there myself, but I cannot sit here and pretend that their sheet masks are good because they're really not. The Lakme, Garnier and the Nykaa ones retail for $100 and the Kaya one retails for $125. And I'd say that out of the 4, Kaya is the best in terms of quality, but if I were you, I would avoid all of them. So the next category is the middle category. I called it the passable. This category is very meh for me. Don't get me wrong, these sheet masks are good. They do give you a boost of hydration and glow like they're supposed to, but the effects don't last very long. So I'd suggest that you use them right before you head out for a party or any occasion, or before you do your makeup, because it doesn't do a lot for your skin itself, but I did not have my skin look dull or feel uncomfortable after using it, so that's good. The contenders in this category are St. Ives or Ives, Sugar, which is a makeup brand, Dear Packer, Simple, and The Face Shop. 4 sheet masks in this category retail for $150 except the Dear Packer one. This one's for $100, but you also do get Face Shop sheet masks for $100 as well. And of these 5 brands, I found Dear Packer and Simple to be the best in terms of quality. So the third and last category, and the best one according to my opinion, is the Supreme. Speaking of which, everything I'm saying is all based on my own personal experience, so take everything with a grain of salt. Although I should say that everyone I've suggested this particular category to have only had good things to say in return. Anyway, back to the point. I completely forgot to film this part because I'm a dum-dum, so I apologize, but the contenders are Laneige, Tony Moly, Innisfree, It's Skin and Mirabelle. I found that all the brands under this category actually make an effort to make the sheet mask of a higher quality while maintaining a low cost. I found the fabric used to be a lot softer and the serum to be perfect. What I mean by that is it's not too overpowering where it leaves your skin oily and slick, and neither is it completely stale where your skin is as dry and patchy as it was before using it. It's just the right amount of hydration, which by the way lasts for about 48 hours for me, unlike the previous ones which only lasts a few hours. My skin is visibly glowy and I'm left feeling extremely refreshed with a nice cooling effect. Side note, all the brands under this category are K-beauty. Are you even surprised? The Tony Moly and Innisfree masks are for 100 each and the Laneige and Mirabelle are for 150. This particular It's Skin mask is one of the special ones, which is why it's for 200 bucks, but you do get regular It's Skin mask for 100 bucks as well. This sheet mask from Mirabelle is actually one of the special ones. The sheet mask is black in color, but you also get regular sheet masks like this tea tree one from Mirabelle as well, and this retails for 130 rupees. Innisfree makes theme day sheet masks like this one with a cartoon dog print on it, and this retails for 150 rupees. And I'd say that of these 5 brands, I have to go with Tony Moly and Innisfree. They're my all-time favorites. I use them every other week. And in case you don't believe me, look at the evidence. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please recommend it to those who might benefit from it. Just share the video. And if you watched this far, comment serum. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.